She's lying. Harrison Ford is one of Hollywood's leading men, known for playing the hero in films like Star Wars and Indiana Jones. But in his latest project, he's not exactly the good guy. Kristen Malia sat down with Harrison to uncover what lies beneath.
Hello, Dr. Spencer.
Mrs. Spencer.
In What Lies Beneath, Harrison Ford plays a professor who is unfaithful to his wife, played by Michelle Pfeiffer. Their troubles begin when they find out their house is haunted. You know, I'm sure you haven't been asked this all day, but you know it's coming. Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Not in the slightest?
No.
So every time you hear a strange noise or anything like that, you know there's some logical explanation.
I look for a practical explanation.
He doesn't believe in ghosts, but he does believe in pleasing his fans. And what they want is a fourth Indiana Jones, something Harrison wants to deliver.
Jones. Yes?
3 months ago, George and Stephen and I sat down and talked about a number of ideas. As soon as George is freed from the burden of having to come up with the stories for the next couple of Star Wars films, he'll turn his attention to this. And I would expect that sometime in the next couple of years we will get a script and we will make a fourth Indiana Jones.
Acting is Harrison's passion, from action adventures to love stories to psychological thrillers. He's found his calling, but it was kind of by chance.
I sort of became an actor by default. I couldn't think of something else that, that I wanted to do. I knew I didn't want to spend my time sitting in an office for 20 years like many of my friends were setting off to do. And I have never been able to imagine anything as challenging or as fun as what I'm doing now.
And what he's doing now is starring in What Lies Beneath, which opens this weekend. I'm Kristen Malia for E! News.
Guess this means you're not mad at me anymore.
Come on. You afraid you might like it?
I doubt it.
Nude scenes are practically a rite of passage in Hollywood. Everyone from Gwyneth Paltrow to Nicole Kidman to Sharon Stone has done them. So what makes a respected actress willing to drop her duds? Patrick Stinson gets to the bottom of it.
Nudity sometimes helps tell a story, and sometimes it's distracting, and it doesn't tell a story, and I think that it's up to the individual actress.
To bear or not to bear, it's a choice every actress must face in Hollywood, whether it's a question of vanity.
I feel that if my bottom's high enough, I probably will show it, but it hasn't been high enough yet.
Necessity.
I felt like it was an integral part of the character, and a sort of integral part of the plot.
Or simply a non-issue.
I'm using every inch of myself.
But you know, you can't separate a girl from her body, so I'm fine with it.
Amanda Peet appeared nude in The Whole 9 Yards, as did Denise Richards in Wild Things. Both admit they're willing, but only when it's truly needed.
If I felt that it's necessary and it's pertinent to the character and the script and the director's vision and mine, that I would do it. I can't say no because I have done it.
Enough bad roles for women, then enough bad nude roles for women. It's like enough already.
Any nude scene is too much for Sarah Jessica Parker. The Sex and the City star sticks to a no nudity policy.
In fact, it's somewhat of a joke among the crew that any sex scenes with me, I will inevitably be wrapped up like a mummy in a white sheet.
Alicia Silverstone, Julia Roberts, and Winona Ryder have all thrived without dropping a stitch. But according to the Bare Facts author Craig Hasoda, they are in the minority.
It's almost more common for an actress to have done a nude scene than not.
Particularly, he points out, among up-and-coming actresses eager for work.
Nude scenes, by their very nature, get people talking about an actress. And by talking about them, makes them more famous and popular. Tara Reid did a nude scene in a film called Body Shots. Mina Savari did her nude scene in American Beauty.
I never felt that I wanted to be immature in any way by saying that, oh, I can't do this.
Renee!
Even A-listers will rise to the occasion when it's called for. Renee Russo caused a stir when she disrobed in the Thomas Crown affair. And Sigourney Weaver recently told me about her role in A Map of the World.
We have some nude scenes in there, and I would imagine that you could probably not do those if you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Why go that route?
Normally I'd be very concerned about it, but I just felt it was good for you to see these people.
While they won't protect the star's ego, nudity clauses can cover their, basis.
You have a stunt bottom?
I could have a stunt butt.
Then what do you put on your passport? Profession, Mel Gibson's bottom.
Actually, Mel does his own ass work.
Nude scenes are more common among women, but a few men have been getting in on the action. Ben Affleck, Ralph Fiennes, Ewan McGregor, and Mel Gibson have all shown their bottom line. There's nudity and more.
Welcome to Florida and our mayhem.
In Heartbreakers, Sigourney Weaver and Jennifer Love Hewitt play Max and Paige, a mother-daughter con artist team specializing in swindling men out of their money.
Paige is very interesting. Paige is much different than any character I've ever played, and much different from me, most definitely.
It's this sort of wonderful counterpoint between conning and romance and greed and love, and it's very funny.
Both say they're drawing from personal experience to play their roles.
Actually, my own relationship with my daughter has been quite useful with this, because, you know, there's so much, I think, love in the mother-daughter.
I think the one thing we've really tried to show is that these two women love each other more than anything. And the real truth is that they can never, ever, either one of them truly walk away, because they are each other's lives. And in that respect, that's very much like my mom and I. I try to put a lot of me in every single character I play, because then that way I think it's more believable.
Heartbreakers features an impressive cast, including Gene Hackman, Anne Bancroft, and Ray Liotta.
It's a great ensemble. You know, that's sort of, everyone in it is, even the tiny parts. David Merkin, our director, has cast these great comic actors.
It truly is a cast that I have walked around every single day going, am I in the wrong movie?
Jason Lee also stars in Heartbreakers, which is due out early next year. Next.